Looking around the room, I see a lot of people who love singing harmony. I see a lot of people who have been singing together for decades. And I see people who are here for the very first time. So let's welcome each other in with song. Yai la la.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Good Shabbos.
Welcome to those of us in our physical space, to folks on YouTube and on Zoom. Welcome to our bad hair days, to our joyous self-discoveries, to our perfect cups of coffee and our traffic jams, to our endless to-do lists and surprising moments of grace. Welcome to our messy and full selves into the Shabbos. My name is Rabbi Joey. I use he, him pronouns. I have long curly hair, glasses on, and a big smile.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Ariel. So glad to be welcoming you into this space tonight. Long curly hair and glasses on and a big smile. Twinsies. As my kids say, matchies.
Is there anyone here who's here for the very first time? Welcome. Is there anyone here who's here for the first time in a very long time?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Yay.
When I was a newbie here, when I first arrived at Shir Tikva, several days ahead of my U-Haul pods, pots, and pans, I was greeted by a series of recycled plastic containers, old yogurt containers, filled with roasted veggies, soup, and rice, coming from with regards from our caring community. It was simple food, and it was so delicious. I was mystified. How could there be so much flavor in this food? When I asked the chef, Rondi Atkin, how she did it, she replied, "There's a secret ingredient: love." I am one of hundreds of people who have benefited from the love of our caring community. Tonight we have a chance to learn more about their services and to bless their work. I can think of no better way to move towards the liberatory vision of Pesach than through the songs, words, and prayers dedicated to the work of taking care of each other in community. But before we get to any of that, I have the pleasure of welcoming up for candle lighting and then for a baby naming 4 grandmas, Jane, Amy, Cheryl, and Mary, to bless and name their brand new grandbaby in community. Ooh, 5 grandmas. I missed a grandma.
And parents and baby, please. Yay, come on up. Yeah, please. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. I'm going to give you this microphone to pass around. Brucha haba. Welcome to you, adorable, fresh, newly arrived in Minneapolis, baby Sloan, and your whole family. Welcome, welcome to Shir Tikva. So, blessed be you, tiny human, here to receive your name in community and enter covenant. In each generation, we reconnect and revitalize our relationship with the sacred and with our people. And we find our own unique way of being part of our culture and community. And I want to welcome Noam and Caroline and your whole other beautiful generations to offer your blessings to Sloan.
We offer our blessings. May Jewish community and tradition be a source of guidance and direction for you, Sloan.
May it provide you with morals and values, and through it, may you find your own particular and authentic relationship with God and spirituality.
May the Jewish community provide you with a safe space in which to explore your world.
May the teachings of the Jewish tradition imbue in you kindness, respect for all creation, and a connection to family and history.
We bless you with unconditional love. May you always know that your family cherishes you and values you, not only for your achievements, but because you are a unique and beautiful human whose life we are privileged to share.
We give you the gift of independence. Let our love and care for you always be healthy and positive, never stifling or possessive. May we always try to respect and appreciate your uniqueness and teach you to respect this in others.
We give you the gift of curiosity. We want to share our love of learning with Sloan and help you to appreciate the complicated and magical world into which you have come. We also know you will know injustice and bless you with the courage and wisdom to take part in restoring a broken world to wholeness.
It is said there are 3 names by which a person is called: the one they are given at birth, the one in which people call them, and the one they earn for themselves. The Hebrew name that you receive today marks the beginning of life's journey. May this name be one that serves you well, that connects you to your family and to your culture, and allows you to discover the name that you will earn for yourself.
Sloan, may your family and your communities find much joy in you, and may your life bring blessings to all those who know you. Eloheinu ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, קיים את הילדה הזאת לאביו ולאמו, ויקרא שמה בישראל שי מעיין, ישמח האב ויוצאת חלציו, ותגל אמה בפרי בטנה, ככתוב, וישמח אביך ואמך ותגל ילודתך, הודו לאדוני כי טוב, כי לעולם חסדו. זאת הקטנה שי מעיין, גדולה תהיה, כשם שנכנסה לברית כן תיכנס לתורה ולחופה ולמעשים טובים. O God and God of our ancestors, sustain this incredible little one. Let her be called in her community Shai Ma'ayan. May this little one, Shai Ma'ayan, bring transformation to this world. And as she enters the covenant, so too may she enter into a life of learning, loving relationships, and good deeds.
I'll just say a few quick words about the meaning of Shai Ma'ayan, but for starters, just want to say how meaningful it is to give our daughter Sloan her Hebrew name in the same sanctuary that I had my bar mitzvah in, and a number of other wonderful memories over the years. Her first name, Shai, means gift, is after my late Uncle Steve. I had wonderful memories growing up with Steve. He used to take me to all sorts of fun events that maybe my parents were less inclined to take me to. WWE wrestling and the Harlem Globetrotters, and super fun guy, and always had a thirst for fun experiences. Was also had a great sense of humor, always quick with a joke. Gave us all the gift of laughter over many years. Ma'ayan means spring, like a spring of water, after my Nana Maxine. My Nana Maxine was an activist, very vocal and supportive, and a fighter for the causes and the values that meant most to her. She also had a million friends and loved to socialize, loved to travel. When we used to go to the Langs for Thanksgiving, I was a pretty picky eater. Most of my friends and family here know that about me as a kid, and she was always worried that I wasn't getting enough to eat at Thanksgiving dinner, so very, very considerate as well. So I think our hope is that these gifts of traits and values are bestowed upon Sloan as she springs forward in her life.
Beautiful. So I'll invite the two of you to say the blessing at the bottom of the page. John, repeat after me.
Sure.
Okay. Yivarech
Yivarechecha
Adonai
Adonai
v'yishmerecha.
v'yishmerecha.
Ya'er Adonai
Ya'er Adonai
panav elecha
panav elecha
v'chunecha.
v'chunecha.
Yisa Adonai
Yisa Adonai
panav elecha
panav elecha
v'yisem lecha
v'yasem lecha.
shalom.
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 And we'll say together, Shehechianu, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehechianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu lazman hazeh. Mazal tov. We'll sing the sweetest Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. Siman Tov, a Mazel Tov, a Mazel Tov, a Siman Tov, Siman Tov, a Mazel Tov, a Mazel Tov, a Siman Tov, Siman Tov, a Mazel Tov, a Mazel Tov. Yelanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael. Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Mazal Tov. Sloan, may this be just the beginning of community singing to you throughout your life. Congratulations to you and to your whole beautiful family. Yay. Let's keep singing. We'll turn together to page 12. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekadem Afanav Betoda Pizmirot Narialo Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekadem Afanav Betoda Pizmirot Narialo Ayalai Ayalai Yalalai Ayo Ayalai Ayalai Ayalalalai Yalalai Ayalai Ayalai Ayo Ayalai Ayalai Ayalalalai.
We turn to page 13, singing out the word Shiru Ladonai. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz.
Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Baseru miyom leyom, Yeshuato.
Yada da 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 sipru vagoyim kedo bechol ha'amim niflohotai.
Yalalalai ki gadol Adonai, umhulal meod, norau al kol
ki kol Elohei Hamim Elilim V'Adonai Shamayim Asa.
Hod v'hadar lefanav Oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho.
Yadadadada yismechu hashamayim v'tagal haaretz yiram hayam umelot.
Yalo sadai v'chol asher bo az yiranenu kol atzeyar.
Lifnei Adonai Kiva lishpot haaretz.
Yishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amim be'emunato.
Yadadadada,
Ya ya la 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 la.
Ay,
Ay ya la la la. Ay ay ya la 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 la. Ay ay ya la la.
We turn on our colorful sheets to number 1, Ana B'Koach, calling out for the strength that we need this week.
Ana b'choach b'choach gedulat yemincha yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinat amcha sag ve'inu tareinu nora. Ana b'choach gedulat yemincha tatir tzerura kabel rinat amecha sagveinu tareinu nora. Ay 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 alay, ay 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 alay, ay 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 alay, ay 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 oh, ay 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 alay, ay 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 alay, ay 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 alay, ay 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 oh.
We'll welcome up a kavanah from our caring community. We'll hear one kavanah from a provider of care and one kavanah from a receiver of care with the acknowledgement that there are no boundaries between this and community. I'd love to welcome up Emma Nicasia to share a kavanah before L'chadodi. What's your preference? Would you like a hand towel or just stand?
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos.
It's so wonderful to be here with you all this evening. My name is Emma Nicasia. I use she, her pronouns. I'm kind of short. I have light skin, wavy brown hair, and a black and white sweater on. I'm a volunteer meal train coordinator with the caring community. Probably a lot of you have gotten a lot of emails from me over the year. And this evening, I would like to offer a kavanah before we begin L'chadodi. L'chadodi has always been one of my favorite moments in our Kabbalat Shabbat service. I love the melodies, the joy, and going outside. I love how it embraces our community's commitment to radical hospitality. When I looked more closely at the language of the prayer, I was a little surprised. For being the prayer that welcomes in our time of rest and brings us together as a joyful community, it has a very demanding tone. Almost every verse has a command. Come with me. Leave. Lift yourself. Shake off the dust. Perhaps the narrator of Lecha Dodi is demanding because we need to be sternly reminded to make space for rest and joy. Radical hospitality is not something that comes easily to everyone at every moment. It is not always easy to embrace rest and community in a world that emphasizes productivity and individualism. As a meal train coordinator, I'm constantly grappling with a similar tension. How can we best embrace our community's commitment to radical hospitality? How can we encourage people to ask for help when they need help and also offer help when they can? What kind of push do people need? How might that look, sound, and feel different on any given day of the year? These questions aren't simple or easy, but as we begin to welcome in Shabbat, I ask you to consider how you are able to show up in our space of radical hospitality right here and right now. This day, this week, this month, are you someone who needs a little extra support from the community? Or on this day, this week, this month, are you able to offer a little extra support to those who need it? As we begin to pray and lift each other up in song, I invite you to consider how you can embrace these threads of radical hospitality and how we as a community are stronger when we can weave these threads together in a beautiful braid of expansive rest, asking for support, and offering help as you can. Thank you.
Gorgeous. We'll turn together to page 20, sing Lecha Dodi as Emma invited us. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem ultiferet ve'litila Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor ha'beracha berosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumi tzei mitoch afecha rab lach shevet be'emek habacha vehu yachamol alai chemla. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Ki na'ari me'afar kumi livshi bigei tifartech chami Al yad ben Yishai betalachmi kol va'el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orech kumi ori, uri, uri, shidaberi, kevod Adonai alaich Lecha dodi likrat kala yadada 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yadada 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Lo teboshi velo tikami, ma tishtochachi u'ma teheni, bach yechesu ha'ani ami, v'ni v'tahirati la. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. V'hayu l'shisa shosayich, v'rachaku kol mevalayich, yasis alayich Elohayich, kimtzos chatan achalan. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Yaminu smol tifrosi v'et Adonai tariti, al yadi shmem parti v'nismecha v'nagila. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Bohi v'shalom ateret b'hala, gam besimcha uvesohala. Toch emune am segula, bohi kala. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Ay 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 lecha dodi, ay 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 likrat kala, ay 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 b'nei Shabbat nekavela. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
We'll bring our nervous systems more fully into breath and spaciousness, singing our ways even deeper into this on page 22 at the top of the page, number 7 online.
Mizmoshir, 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 Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Mizmoshir, 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 Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat, Shir Leyom HaShabbat. We'll rise and body or root on page 28 for Baruch.
Ya da dum ba ya 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 ya. Ya ya da ya 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 ya. Ha ya da ya ya ya. Ha ya da ya ya ya. Ha da da ya 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 ya. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. We'll continue on to page 34 for the Shema. Feel free to rise if it's your tradition.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam
be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, וייתן קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen.
We'll hear another word of Torah, a kavanah before Micha Mocha from Janet Weisberg.
Shabbat Shalom. Good. My name's Janet, and I have gray hair and a green shirt, and often RBC, but I'm going to smile tonight.
Alma says you look like a princess.
Oh yeah, and I'm a princess. Rachel Barenblatt, the Velveteen Rabbi, says that singing Micha Mocha is an opportunity to remember liberation, to experience it again, to feel it in our bodies, to cultivate our sense of awe and trust, and from those emotions to joyously sing. She concedes, however, that sometimes genuine joy is hard to come by when life's constrictions, depression, or grief steal our breath for song. How then do we feel this sense of liberation and wonder at life's miracles? I certainly felt life's constriction after my father died. I felt I was standing at a widening gap of waters that I might never cross. I was bedside when he died and felt the shock and relief when he took his last breath. My mom and siblings gathered around him after his death, and we shared the next intimate moments, acknowledging our grief and the awe at his incredible life. And then, rather unceremoniously, we launched into the business of death, and I suddenly felt alone at the shoreline, unable to cross. I felt apart from my family. This is not to blame or judge them, but I could see that I was searching for something that they did not share. I wanted to honor my father with rapid internment, and I struggled with his choice for cremation. I wanted to release his body from the funeral home where it waited so many days before cremation. There's some absurd Florida state law that has to make sure the body's not involved in some active crime investigation. I mean, I watch as much Law and Order as anybody, but come on. And I really wanted a different response on the face of my family members when I offered to host Shiva in my home. They accepted this offer, but it was not clear to them why I'd want to do that. So I let myself be gathered into our collective family process of next steps and tasks and to-do lists, but I felt adrift and wondered what would bring me comfort in my grief. Again, to quote Rabbi Barenblatt, the whole reason we were created is to notice life's miracles, to be redeemed from life's narrow places, and to sing. But where would I find a song in my heart? And then a wave of support rolled in as I stood knee-deep, attempting to cross my own sea. The wave of support came from Shir Tikva. It started with a conversation with Rabbi Ariel, who gently linked her arm through mine and guided my questions and concerns about how to navigate a death that stood out in contrast to traditional burial practices. It followed with attending a Shabbat service and standing side by side with community to say Kaddish, and continued with ripples of beautiful intentions from the caring community who came into my home to help with Shiva and then sent a flood of cards and letters to fill my mailbox and my heart. It was a simple answer. What I needed was connection. Death is both a personal and a universal experience. Buoyed by the comfort of this Jewish community, I no longer felt isolated, and I trusted that I would find my own way. The heart has profound capacity. Even as it swells with sorrow, it still holds a chamber open with a space for song. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much. Let's turn to page 40 and sing. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora teilot oseh fele malchutecha ra'u banecha pokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam.
Zeli anu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la ya la la. Ya la la la. Ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Ya la la. V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael. We pray for peace on page 42, 3 lines down, turning our hearts towards the violence that continues in Israel and Gaza and Palestine. Let's take a big breath in and out. May these words be a missive against hopelessness. Ufros aleinu sukkot, sukkot, shalom echa, ufros
סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ועל ירושלים. We'll rise in body and spirit on page 44 for the Shamru.
Israel, Oti Leolam, Oti Leolam, Veshamru, Bnei Israel, Et HaShabbat, Lasot Et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Beridolam. Ki Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai, Asa Adonai, et Hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat le'dorotam beridolam. U'bayom hashlishi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat le'dorotam beridolam. We turn to page 46, staying on our feet or staying rooted, singing together our way into the Amidah, again on page 46.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. ואמרו אמן.
In a moment, we'll pray for those in our lives and in our community who are in need of healing. Before we pray, the words that you can find is number 2 on your colorful sheets. I'll take a look around the room. Feel free to say the name or names of anyone that's on your heart tonight. Today, we're praying for prayer.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. What a joy to get to offer Torah on a Shabbat honoring the Caring Community Committee and your incredible network of volunteers. And it feels especially precious to get to teach Torah on Care Shabbat, as really a year to the day since I received a meal from, and the beginning of a meal train from the Caring Committee. Rafi turned 1 yesterday, which means that today is my meal train anniversary, which is the real anniversary to celebrate. And I just want you to know that we were buoyed by the love and good intention and incredible skill of our Caring Committee. And I am so grateful to the hands that held us and held my family in that time. It meant more than I can express in this moment. And so thank you to our volunteers on behalf of my family, on behalf of the many, many people that you have touched. So in your honor, I want to offer a teaching on Tfilat Tal, the blessing on dew that Jews around the world will say the first morning of Pesach, which is this week. In our calendar year, we take 2 moments to bless the water that nourishes our world. We sing Tfilat Geshem to mark our entry into winter, and it marks a liturgical shift, a specific phrase that we add about rainfall, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, blessing the one who causes the wind to blow and the rain to fall in our Amidah. And we say that phrase in every Amidah from Shmini Atzeret, the last day of Sukkot, until the first day of Pesach. And in spring, starting this week, we will offer Tfilat Tal, our prayer on dew, marching a liturgical shift when from Pesach until Sukkot, again, Jews around the world will add the words Morid Hatal, blessing the one who causes dew to fall, to our Amidah. The connection between rain and prayer in our tradition goes all the way back to the creation of the world. In the beginning, we read in Genesis, there were no plants, because the rain had not yet been sent to fall on the earth. And instead, water would well up from the ground and water the whole surface of the earth. According to Rashi, it was only when Adam and Eve started praying for rain that rain fell and plants started to grow. In Zohar, humans bring rain upon the earth through acts of righteousness and justice. Rain is the divine response to human acts of justice. According to the rabbis of Talmud, rain is the greatest miracle of all, even greater than the creation of the world. Why? Because rain falls equally on every member of a community, enabling the life of every individual and not just of a privileged few. In this way, rain is a mechanism of justice, modeling equality and shared bounty. But wait, I think many of us would challenge in this time of climate change, floods and drought, rain does not bring blessings equally. Rain in our day neither guarantees abundance nor protection. Rain is not an equalizer, but it reflects and amplifies inequality. So what are we doing as we pause twice in our year to pray for rain? Are we blessing on beneficence, or are we calling out for change? Are we marking the inevitable or intervening in an urgent moment? Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel offers a teaching both profound and, I think, hard to access, asking a question that we at Shir Tikva have been wrestling with for as long as we've been a community. What is the point of praying in the face of injustice? He begins by saying that prayers are tenuous and, at their heart, theoretical. After all, he gives the example, if you are on a sinking ship, turn to the helmsman, don't turn to a rabbi. And he continues, what sense is there in imploring the mercy of God? Words do not stem the flood, nor does meditation banish the storm. Prayer never entwines directly with a chain of physical cause and effect. The spiritual does not interfere with the natural order of things. The fact that humans with undaunted sincerity pour into prayer the best of our souls springs from the conviction that there is a realm in which the acts of faith are puissant, which means powerful. I practice saying that word. They are puissant and potent, that there is an order in which things of spirit can be of momentous consequence. I'm going to say that again. The fact that humans with an undaunted sincerity pour into prayer the best of our souls springs from the conviction that there is a realm in which the acts of faith are powerful and potent, that there is an order in which things of spirit can be of momentous consequence. Heschel offers us a paradox, saying simultaneously that prayer doesn't interfere directly with the order of things, and that humans believe that there is a realm where our acts of faith and the depth of our prayer have impact. There are worlds, he's saying, within our worlds. We need action and prayer, both. Our prayer for dew reminds us we need activism and cheshbon hanefesh. Our souls work towards transformation. Imagination and action are linked. Justice seeking is made possible by our sincere, hopeful imaginings of what a transformed world could look like. As we begin to pray for dew this week, may our imaginations blossom like freshly watered fields. Not that we should stay in the realm of vision and imagination, but that our earnest, hopeful, brave prayers might guide our hands and our hearts towards action and connection and cultivation. We are witnessing a time of tremendous, earth-shattering, heart-breaking violence in Israel-Palestine, in Sudan, in Ukraine, around the world. We are witness to and complicit in global networks of violence and devastation. And this impacts our ability to imagine and to speak and to connect. Our Tfilat Tal comes to remind us to keep trying, to keep speaking and invoking and drawing close and imagining. Let us pour out our prayers and give breath and language to our dreaming. Let us daven on ceasefire. Let us daven an end of escalation between Israel and Iran. Let us daven a return of all hostages. Let us daven the possibility of life-giving peace. Daven towards justice and safety and self-determination. Daven on a landscape not ravaged by war, but blossoming and shimmering with dew. And allow our prayers to carry us gently and forcefully towards action and connection, towards transformation and cultivation, towards the most profound embodiment of community care. Tfilat Tal reminds us that our davening, our action, our imagining, and our doing must be dedicated, in the words of Tfilat Tal, livracha velo liklala, for blessing and not for curse, lechayim velo lamavet, for life and not for death, lesova velo lerazon, for abundance and not for famine. On this Care Shabbat, I want to bless, in particular, all of those in our community who have made blessing manifest through the work of your hands, through the ways you have nourished and nurtured your community, in organizing meals, rides, sending cards, checking in on your neighbors, cultivating networks of care and support in our community. You have helped Shir Tikva blossom. So I'm just going to invite for a moment, if you are, and this is hard to do, I know people who are deep in care committee don't like to be known. And so I'm going to invite you, maybe how about this? For those of us who have received care, I'm going to invite us to model for our caregiver, right? Let us show them how we do it. For those of us who have in any moment received care from the caring committee, whether in meals or rides or a check-in, I'm going to invite us to raise our hand. Just let ourselves be seen for a moment. Yeah. And on Zoom, I'm imagining hands blossoming also. And I'm going to invite, see, we were brave, so I'm going to invite our care givers, people who have participated in giving meals, giving rides, writing cards, checking in. If you can please raise your hand so we can say thank you. So, dear ones, raising your hand now on Zoom, and I know your network is vast and mighty. I'm going to bless you in the language of Tfilat Tal. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu, God and God of our ancestors. Tal ten lirtzot artsach. Refresh and bless those who tend to the narrowest places in our community. Shitenu bracha b'ritzach. Amplify their good works into webs of care and blessing. Rov dagan v'tirosh behafritzach. Now this is literal. Strengthen us with ample wine and corn, and then interpretively and quiches, and ham and tashen and chicken soup. Komem ir ba cheftzach betal. And create a safe and supported foundation for your people, with gentle good works, watering our community soil like dew. May our community be blessed in the aspirational language of Tfilat Tal, Gan Reva Simenu Betal. Make us as a richly watered garden with dew. Good Shabbos. We'll take this time now to bless community, blessings upon blessings, using the words of our tradition, and also I'll invite our Zoom blessers to rain it down, so to speak. I know exactly. Hamalach hagoel oti, hamalach hagoel oti mikol ra, yevarech et הנערים ויקרב בהם שמי ושם אבותיי אברהם ויצחק וידגו לרוב בקרב הארץ ישמחם אלוהים כשרה, כרבקה, כרחל וכלאה, כאפרים וכמנשה. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. Yalalai, yalalai, ay, ay. Yalalai, 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 ay, lai, lai. Ay, yalalai, yalalai. Ay, ay, yalalai, ay, lai. We have one blessing in the chat tonight, which is profound. And I think it holds everything we need. May we offer what we can and ask for what we need. May we keep building a world where we are all carers and all cared for. May we metaphorically evaporate today so that we may reign all week, because rest is truly necessary for us to sustain our work of care. That's science. May we daven and heart open new possibilities of care and flourishing. May we view the sharing of critique, of saying what's come up short, as a gift, both for the giver and receiver in community. May we give ourselves a break when we know we are doing what we can. Ken yehi ratzon, yalalai, 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 ay, yalalai, yalalai, ay, yalalai, lo. We'll begin to seal our davening on page 284. Please rise in body and spirit. V'hashevota
el levavecha,
ki Adonai
hu Elohim,
V'hashevota
v'hashevota
el levavecha
el levavecha,
ki havaya hi Elohim v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz
Bayom hahu,
Vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. It's the tradition in our community as we come to Kaddish Yatom to share stories of people that we're remembering. And so I will read our community's list, and Rabbi Joey is going to come around with a microphone. So if you want to share a story, please just raise your hand. And if I've come to the end of the list and I have not shared the person that you're wanting to share about's name, please just raise your hand then, and Rabbi Joey will come to you. Before I read the list, I want to invite us to just take a moment. We'll sing Oseh Shalom as a holder of space and time in recognition of all of the people who have been killed since October 7th. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, imru, amen. We're in Shloshim for Gary Diamond, cousin of Jane Binder. We observe the yard sites of Jack Abramson, Sally Drescher's father, Sidney Albers, Joel's father, Gerald Alter, Linda Alter Capel's father, Tirza Caspi, Tamar Gedalia's niece, Clara Choder, Anna Hampton's mother, Dorothy Cowan, Bill's mother, Elliot Dissner, Seth's father, Claire Early, Graham's grandmother.
Yeah, my grandma Claire passed away about 3 years ago. She was awesome. She was a computer programmer in the 1950s before it was cool. She raised my dad and his 3 brothers and kept the grandkids in line with a lot of financial incentives to do chores. So it didn't really work. I don't make my bed all the time, but when I do, I offer myself $5 and think of her.
Dan Edelschick, Brian's father, Arnie Engman, Todd's father, Jerry Gilchrist, Dan's father, Tony's husband and beloved member of Shir Tikva.
Thanks. My father passed away 2 years ago. Here with my family tonight, and we're thinking about him. Thinking about how goofy he was, a serious person in the work that he did for children who had cancer. And I do remember as a child marveling, he would come home not every night, but many nights he would come with a little magic marker on his hand, so his hand was like a little mouth to talk to children who were afraid. So he used to do that, and I think he blew up a lot of surgical gloves to make turkeys as well for children. So anyways, he was a great guy. And did you want to say something, Zev?
My grandfather was so many things. I don't know how to put into words how great he was. I just think I want to remember him as long as I live. And yeah.
Rabbi Sim Glazer, beloved member of the Twin Cities Jewish community. These are weeks of, I just want to pause because I want to make sure, these are weeks where we're really observing the yard sites of Gedolim in the Twin Cities Jewish community. Rabbi Sim Glazer is someone, again, Rabbi Joey and I arrived late, but Rabbi Sim Glazer was the uncle of my friend Micah Shapiro, Rabbi Micah Shapiro, and so I know Sim through Micah because Micah is cut of Sim's cloth, musical, brilliant, a lover of Torah, incredibly mischievous, it's my understanding, stand-up comedian, and just a gardener of community, and I know he is very missed. Lee Kelberg, Miriam Hanan Kelberg's loved one, Flora Leo, Perry's mother, Roz Levy, Carolyn's uncle, Adelaide Littman, Henry's mother, Rose Makoff, Joelle Pink's grandmother, Lottie Matzner, Emmy Higgs Matzner's grandmother, Javi Moran, Sarah Wernick, Schoenwald's chosen family, Marion Newman, Jane's father.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Died in 2008. So given that this was a baby naming, so Noam, when he was a little pisher, called himself Noma. And so my dad would sit Noam on his lap and start a story and say, so there was a little boy, and what was the little boy's name? And Noam would say, Noma. And then he would say, and Noma had a little dog, and what was the dog's name? Noma. He wasn't always an easy man to get along with, but when he was happy, when he was joyful, his smile went really from ear to ear, and I just can't even imagine what he would be feeling right now.
Anne Orman, Rachel Royblatt's grandmother, Sadie Powell, Amy Funk's grandmother, Jean Rame, Emily Keller's mother, and Florence Rame, Eric Rame's mother, Douglas Rochester, Jess's father, Esther Steinman, Bert Donofsky's sister, and Miriam Weiner, Barbara and Phyllis's sister. Great, Kelly. Excuse me, guys.
Today is the 29th anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing, and you know I'm from there, and it just is surreal. It feels like yesterday sometimes. Homegrown terrorism is real, and we gotta do something to fight that now, but we have to start in our own hearts.
My coworker Doug died suddenly and unexpectedly a couple weeks ago. I didn't know him well, but he was very helpful, and for all of us who worked with him, it's been a weird couple weeks.
So for all those who we've mentioned and all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, I invite us please to rise in body and spirit on page 294.
Bagala ubizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olmei olmaya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yita'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitolal shemei b'kucha b'rechu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiram be'ama v'imru amen. Shalom Rabbanim Shemaya, V'chaim Alinu V'al Kol Yisrael, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imramav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Alinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, V'imru. We'll now hear some announcements from Board Member Extraordinaire Harry.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Good Shabbos.
Wow, this is amazing service. I just want to just thank you for all you being here with us tonight. It was such a joy to be together. Just casually, normal thing. At the end of the service, bring your prayer book back there and put the sheets, stack them up, and back there as well. Go see me back there. A special mazel tov to Noam Newman and his family, Caroline Schwartzman, Jane Newman, Amy Lang, and Cheryl Schwab on the naming of Sloan. I mean, Noam, wherever you are. Former student of mine, and there's other former students of mine here as well tonight. So awesome. When we see you when you're in class, you're wonderful back then, but it's so wonderful to see where you're at now and to hear the words. And he did eat a lot more food than he said he did, or they said he did. So anyway, congratulations to all y'all. Thank you for all those who made tonight possible, our wonderful rabbis, Rabbi Ariel and Rabbi Joey, Emma Nicosia and Janet Weisberg for your wonderful words. The Macomb Minion, sorry about the technical difficulties on my side, but way up there, hello. Julie Jacobs, Laurie Sweet. Thank you to all the Shomrim and the security for your steady presence, and thank you to Jane Newman, Amy Lang, and Cheryl Shockoff as well for sponsoring our Onik tonight in honor of their new grandchild.
And Mary Small, there are 4. Yes, so we're just missing someone from that list.
Oh.
Yes.
Who did I miss?
And Mary Small.
And Mary Small. That's what I Thank you. Hi, Mary. I've seen you before. I know you too. I was wondering where. Okay, for sponsoring tonight's Onig in honor of their new grandchild, Sloan, Kingsdale, Newman. Yay. And also, thank you for the caring committee as well for being involved with the food out there as well. Find all our Shir Tikva programming updates on our weekly e-news and on our website. And a huge thank you for the caring committee, once again, for all the work you do and the Torah you shared tonight. And as the board rep on the caring committee, one more group I'm involved with, they want to let you know, best things about volunteering for the caring committee is that you only need to respond to requests when you're able, even once or twice a year, or even just show up at a committee meeting like me once a month. So if you're wondering how you too can be part of our vision to create a Kehillah Kadosha, a holy community, here's how. If you want to sign up tonight, there's a table in the Onik Hall with the sign-up sheets and committee members to answer questions. I know in the Zoom space you keep getting links. Click that link. Sign up. You can do it. And if you want more information, go to the Caring Committee page under Radical Hospitality on the Shir Tikva website where you'll see a sign-up form. Also, wishing all of you a loving Passover as we, have Seders where we wrestle what it means to being enslaved and what are our responsibilities when we're free. For those of you who want to join a Zoom Seder, there is one being offered here on Zoom, Tuesday on the second night. So wonderful collaborative service there. Next week's Shabbat service will be Mass recommended service. If this isn't the best fit for you, please join us on Zoom. Soil tenders, there's other groups on here, but I'm taking up a lot of time. Go for it. Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos. So Kol hakavod, that was like the Micro Machine commercial from the 90s. Someone speaking so fast, just mazal tov to Mary Small first, and Cheryl Shachaf, and Jane Newman, and Amy Lang, and your whole family, and just, it's so wonderful. What I've noticed recently is for the kids who grew up at Shir Tikva, it's not just about the family, but it's also about this network of grown-ups, and I feel the ways in which this network of grown-ups showed up tonight to welcome Sloan into community, and so I'm just so appreciative for this network and how this network continues to welcome the next generation in. So enormous love and so much mazal tov to all of you. Now we're going to go eat. Julie Jacobs is giving me, it's an Oscar speech. So that's what's happening. So we are going to bless, we're going to invite our caring committee up to the bima, and we're going to bless grape juice and challah. Page 5.
Committee and volunteers are very much welcome up front. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam barei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitzanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'charta v'otanu kidashta im kol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon im chaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Beautiful, wow.
Wow, what a beautiful challah. Did someone here make this challah? Beautiful. Someone made this challah somewhere. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avo.
Shabbat Shalom. Let's go greet each other out in the Oneg Hall. We'll close in song. Ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la 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 Shabbat Shalom.